Hi, I'm Justin D. Roy, joined by Mike over here. And you tuned in for another episode of Adults Only Gaming. We're bringing you another list video. This time we decided to go down a list of our top 5 favorite video game characters. And I say top 5, but it usually comes out about 10, except for this episode. We'll find out why in a second. Because we each go for a top 5. So technically it's like top 10, but I still say top 5 just because it's each of our lists is top 5. But starting off with the list is actually a joint favorite character, Master Chief. So how we're going to do this, since we each actually put this on a list, I'm going to go first with why he's one of my favorite characters, and Michael's going to go and tell you why as well. But for the most part, I put this on my list. It's one of my top 5 favorite video game characters because when I played Halo, I think for the first time, it's one of the first games that really got me into a first-person shooter game. Probably before Halo, I really didn't play much of them. For most places, I played a lot of action-adventure games or just, role-playing games like that. But when this game came out, it was the shit. Everyone was playing it. And, particularly I think why I like Master Chief is, he just seems like a really badass character. He's like one of the last of his kind, stuff like that. And he's like a one-man wrecking crew. There's who else out there's just there's a army of aliens. You got this handles? Damn right I do. So that's my reasoning. But Michael, what's the reasonings do you think you probably put him on your list?
Actually, really about the same reason. And this was our very first, I think actually our very first-person shooter game. We got an Xbox, 1 year for Christmas, and it came with Halo. And it was, it was really badass. And then I started, we went from Halo to all the way with Halo 5. I followed the whole series and I played it, and just Master Chief, just obviously excluding Halo ODST because he wasn't really a part of that at all. Just being the badass that he is, and one of the things that really reminded me of how badass he was is when, I think it was either Halo 4 or Halo Reach. I think it was Halo Reach when it was first coming out, and they had their trailer rolling for it, and you see Master Chief with that, the stuff on, or that huge, God, I don't remember what it's called. He just looked like a badass, traveling through him, and then this freaking missile comes shooting out of the sky at him, and you see him throw down a shield, and it goes
my personal favorite trailer.
Yeah, and then it just it hits, and he gets back up. He's like, "Is that all you got?" Type look. I was like, "Yeah, that's badass." But yeah, that's why I love Master Chief.
Alright, and then going up from my number 2 on the list, I'm gonna put a actually side character, Dogmeat. The reason why I picked Dogmeat, I really just kind of picking the dog companion from Fallout in general, because I'm pretty sure in every game you have the opportunity to pick up a dog as a companion at some point. I haven't played the ones that were prior to the console games, because before you had Fallout 3, they're all actually just PC.
So Fallout 1 and 2, basically.
Yeah. But I think it's the coolest kind of companion you can have in the post-apocalyptic world. And so that literally man's best friend is sitting there by his side helping you take down giant mutants and fucking huge cockroaches and shit. So why not want to pick out a dog as the coolest, one of the coolest video game characters you have. I know in the last game that dog had my fucking back. Alright. Now I'm gonna go really old school on this one. Mario. Kind of almost the same reason why I would pick Master Chief. I picked Mario as one of my favorite video game characters because, probably one of the first video games like I've ever played has got to be a Mario game or Mario Brothers game, and it was just a fun little 8-bit game and stuff like that, and it's just stood the test of time, and like we still play Mario games, so like it had to be on there on my list at some point and stuff like that. I can't think of any particular reason like it's fun, so like that. I don't know. He helps clean up the streets. Doesn't really plumb very much though. I wouldn't ever call him to fix my pipes. But if I have some weird like problem with someone's kidnapped my girlfriend, maybe I call Mario. But let's go on to number 2. I definitely had to put this high on my list because not even just favorite character in a video game. What did I say? No, number 2, like at the top of the list, like from those number one
okay,
spot.
got you. It's like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, I know it's not my second on the list, but I meant like second down from the top. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, the reason why I have this so high on the list though is because not only, like I said, favorite video game character, but from one of my just favorite video game franchises of all time, and this is the Arkham Knight Batman. I know he's actually technically a comic book character, but I'm going to specifically just say the character from the Arkham Batman video game series. So it still kind of counts. And just the reason why is there's not been a better video game experience playing Batman ever. Like, I can't, it just seems like if you wanted the most accurate way to experience, like, playing as Batman, you're not going to get any better than Arkham games. Lego Batman's okay. It's probably, like, second favorite, like, of any kind of Batman game. Other than that, there's not really anything that's better than the Arkham series. Like, you really feel like, really immersed into, like, the Batman experience of that. I never played Batman VR. Maybe that's a little more immersive, but yeah, that's the reason why. Because it's just the best version you're gonna get of playing Batman. And last, I know that Michael said he would have probably put this on his list. So if you want to chime in there and say why you liked it too, but Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Easily one of my favorite characters. I'm currently going back and playing for the game a third time because I just love playing not just with Cloud, but like all the characters in that game in general. And I picked that particular reason why I think he's such an awesome character is because one of the most badass moments he has in the video game, and it's like in his backstory, you see, he gets stabbed by Sephiroth through the chest. And then thrown up and dangled in the air, and then the guy grabs a hold of his fucking sword, plants himself back on the ground, picks Sephiroth up, and throws him down a pit. You can't get more badass than that in a video game character. It's like, who the fuck's just like, oh, fuck your sword, takes it from you, and throws you over the side? That's just too awesome. In fact, I'm going to put a little clip of this, actually, just because I want to share this with you. I haven't seen it. Because it is just one of the coolest moments in the whole video game. But, yeah, did you also want to add anything? Because I know it's not on your list, but you did tell me earlier that, you know, it was more than likely, like, might have made it on there, so.
Yeah, I didn't put it on my list because I knew he was going to. But, yeah, Cloud, I mean, just the way he is like, is badass. Just, you know, his obviously the iconic Buster Sword and him being able to wield that and, like, with ease and just like twirl it around. You know, that has to be a really heavy ass goddamn sword. And he's just like, haha, look at me. And just his whole backstory, and then also going into not just, you know, Final Fantasy VII, but the movies and stuff like that, and just his character in general. I love Cloud. So,
all right, well, that ends my list. So now Michael can go for the rest of his.
All right. So obviously we already went through Master Chief. my next one though on my list is, and I couldn't pick just one, so I really went. I was like, damn, because I loved them all, and I'm talking about all the assassins from the Assassin's Creed series. Some of the most badass just characters just out there in that series. Just and you got Altair, Ezio, Connor, Shane, Jacob. Oh, I can't remember his name from Orion, and you also have Evie as well. And I haven't played the new Assassin's Creed, but obviously just that way that is.
Stan.
It just looks badass in itself there.
That sounds Egyptian.
Stan sounds Egyptian, okay. But no, just the storyline. I love storylines. That's what gets me, obviously. I mean, that's probably what gets most people into playing, the games and stuff, is the storylines. And the backstories of the assassins, just how they become assassins. I mean, if I were to pick one of the assassins to be on the top of everybody, all the other assassins, it would be Edward Kenway. Just him becoming, he was a pirate that just stumbled upon an assassin, and just like, I'm just gonna steal his shit, and and then it just turned into something more than just him being a thieving pirate, into him becoming, actually accepted into the Assassin's Creed Order, and him actually doing good and stuff like that, and it's just amazing. But yeah, that's I guess. I mean, I still love all the assassins. Ezio as well is like a really another good one, and obviously Altair. Because that's the very first one that you got to play with, and you just got to see the badassery of what it was in the beginning and stuff like that. So, on to my next one though. My next one is actually from Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy X is Auron. I loved Auron. Just his cutscenes and him just like, drinking his booze, or, I don't know if you really, I'm pretty sure it's booze, obviously, but him just, just like not really carrying him, obviously with one hand, and, just going and hitting, and, just destroying enemies. Obviously, he was the strongest character and remained the strongest character for a while. And then him just like, taking out when you fucked up is when he took out his other arm and was like, alright, let's do this, I mean, that was just like, one of the best things about Final Fantasy X is Auron, I believe, really. I mean, Titus is cool and all,
yeah,
but
if I was gonna pick a character from that game, I'd pick Auron. Titus, not so much my favorite character from that game.
No. But moving on from that, we're going into another one of my favorite series in games, but one of my very, very favorite characters. We're talking about Resident Evil, and we're going to go into Resident Evil 4. And if you don't already know, it's Leon Scott Kennedy. One badass,
lady killer.
I guess,
Although,
him and Ada Wong, come on now,
although again, just so you know, you might have a lot of fantasy out there of him hooking you up with what's-her-face, the president's daughter. I can't remember what's her name. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember her name right now.
I know there's a lot of fantasies out there, but you should take this out of your head, because if you actually pay attention to her backstory and what her age is, she's underage, you filthy motherfuckers.
Yeah. But, yeah, just, many people don't know that, Leon actually was part of the Raccoon City Police Department. A lot of people just didn't know that, and him surviving that to like, oh, now I'm gonna be on the, on the president's detail, basically, and I gotta go save his daughter and be the only one around to fight all these zombies on this, or infected.
Sometimes just run around in circles, flailing bullets, screaming. Oh wait, that's how I put it.
Yeah, that's how he plays, but and then, you know, he became infected himself, and then it's like it didn't really work on him, or he got taken out, really. And I mean, it's just again, it's just a badass character. I mean, who the fuck does that, man? Who the fuck fights these goddamn El Gigante motherfuckers? And if you don't know what El Gigante is, then obviously you've never played the goddamn game. El Gigante is the fucking huge troll-looking fucking infected monsters that you had to fight. And you got put into a pit with one in the very beginning with, like, you only had your pistol and the TMP, basically, and had to fight that. So, I mean, yeah. Moving on. And this is my last one. And, again, it's just, we're going into actually fighting and the Tekken series in general. How wrong. Goddamn.
Oh, wow.
I love that character, just how fast he is. He's one of the fastest characters that I know. Especially, I am really good with him. Tekken 7, they changed him up a lot to... I mean, they changed Tekken... In Tekken 7, they changed a lot of it. Because, like, in Tekken 6, you could chain his combos, like, real crazy. To the point where it's like you just piss people off and they don't want to play against you if you're using him, basically. He's still a pretty good character, especially if you there's these combos that like literally take more than half the health of a person. It's insane. But also him always fighting with you know, Jin Kazuma is always hilarious, and it's just, yeah. But that's it for me.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that's actually it for the videos.
Yeah, well then, if you guys enjoyed our list video, please like, share, subscribe. Maybe you guys are watching this, you want to give us some recommendations for other list videos we can do. Put that in the description below for us. Also, check out the links we'll have coming up on this side of the screen to subscribe to the channel, as well as a link for our other channel, Hi-Fi Productions. And lastly, there'll be a link at the very top for the trailer of my short film, Time Travel Sucks. If you enjoy that trailer, please watch the whole film. Let us know what you think. That's it for us. Goodbye.